I promise you at past we'd have Joey Collins in session, and we're bang on to the milliseconds from Metronome, recorded especially for this show. It is Joey Collins with some amazing musicians. This is called Resist Nothing.
But that's okay. But that's okay. Well, that's okay. To feel this way. To feel this way.
Performed live at Metronome in Nottingham for BBC Music introducing the East Midlands. The track is Resist Nothing by friend Joey Collins. Many happy returns, Joey Collins.
Many happy returns, Dean. Thanks for having me on to speak.
Resist Nothing sounding great there. What's the story behind that track, Joey?
It's about lockdown and how some days I was kind of enjoying my own company and writing music, but then obviously on the other hand it's been terrible and quite isolating, so it's kind of the polar opposite feelings I've kind of felt during lockdown, and I turned it into a song. And Resist Nothing was kind of just, as it says, just let it be. It's we're going to come out of this hopefully soon, so just thought I'd turn it into a song.
It's a very stirring track, isn't it?
It's quite a simple song, really. It's quite a stripped down one for me. It came quite easy to write, but it's one of my favourites off the EP.
And how was it to be standing on a stage at Metronome performing that?
Really, really cool experience. I've wanted to do a session for you for a few years now, so it was a dream come true. Quite surreal, obviously, with the COVID, the social distancing in mind, but it was just great to be back on a stage and playing music again.
And who was on stage with you, Joey?
So we had Tamar on the cello, we had Harry Stevenson on bass, we had Bo Presley, my good friend, on guitar, and Louis Chapman on drums.
And how do you know all these people?
So I've known Bo for just under a couple of years now. He's one of the artists on the Dead Cell that we've been releasing some of his music, and you're probably very familiar with him yourself.
Yeah.
I've known Bo just through gigging in Nottingham. Tamar we got last minute on the cello because I really wanted a cellist to make it kind of special for this gig. We only actually had one rehearsal with the full band. We kind of did it all last minute because I didn't want to play it alone because my usual band couldn't make it due to commitments and all that. So it's we kind of winged it a little bit, but I think it turned out all right, and it was
turned out
fun.
really well. You'd never have known they weren't your normal band. You really would never have known.
Really? Well, I appreciate that. Thanks.
So as we head towards the end of the year, are you starting to look at how your music's going to shape up in the new year, however that is?
Yeah, it's been weird for this year because at the start of lockdown I released my first EP, and then well, this second lockdown, I guess, I haven't released the second EP. So it's kind of been a weird time lapse of writing for me. But yeah, next year I'm hoping I can get back out gigging more.
Well, there's a gig booked in, isn't there? Although we hesitate to say 'cause it's February at the Bodega. Is that right?
That's right. Saturday the 20th with Good Hustles and Tash Bird.
It'd be a great lineup if it takes place. I mean, it will take place one day.
It will take place. It's already been rescheduled once, so
yeah.
You know, worst comes to worst, we'll reschedule it again. I think if it goes ahead, it will be at half capacity. But yeah, regardless, we'll get it sorted.
And how do you think your music's evolved over the last year? We've known you for longer than that now, actually. So let's say 2 years. How's your music changed in that time, Joey?
I think to begin with, it was just I wrote really vulnerable, quite reflective music about my own life, mental health problems, and even stuff going back to my childhood and some deep stuff. But it was more, I guess, self-reflection, and kind of wrote it as a diary. Whereas nowadays I'm trying to be a bit more positive about it, so I'm kind of trying to take this second EP is a bit more upbeat and trying to give more of a positive message, especially during these times and the pandemic as well.
And that EP came out this week. Resist Nothing is on it. Are there other tracks on there that we know as well?
All of them but one you've had on your show, which
Brilliant.
I'm very fortunate to say. But there's Take Your Pain and Turn It Into Art, Ikigai, which features Bo. Yeah, Resist Nothing, of course. Oh, and an Ode to the Lost Souls, that was the other one.
Oh, yeah. Joe, it's great to have you on board. I'll let you get back to celebrating your birthday, however you do that in lockdown. I don't know.
Sat at home with a bottle of wine.
However you're celebrating, I'll let you get on with it. And thanks for being here.
Dean.
In the meantime, the good news is that the session is now live on the BBC website. If you go to bbc.co.uk/beat, you'll see that brilliant performance of Resist Nothing by Joey Collins, along with Time Becomes Our Only Saviour, another track that you know from this show. They're both brilliant. You can hear them, you can watch them now at bbc.co.uk/beat. Joey, thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Cheers.
The Beat.
BBC